Previously on Spenelli Speaks. This one is super cute. So it looks like a little rainbow, and it's called Rainbow Loves.
Know you've been a good friend, and that's in the thick and thin, and I know it's never gonna end, 'cause you've been a good friend.
Hello everyone, Dani here. Welcome back to my channel and the start of another weekly vlog. It is Sunday afternoon. I'd say it's around 4, almost 5 o'clock. Dwight, no. He can see out the window and there's people that just pulled into their driveway because our windows face the front of the house. Dwight. Now he's at the window. Anywho, great way to start a vlog, Dani. But I'm just getting settled in. It's been a very big work day today. Anytime we have a live launch for DoubleBookedCo, the Sunday and Monday are usually like the busiest days of that work week. So I was finishing up some product, taking some pictures, and then Laura and I just did our live launch. I'll link that above if you're interested at all. We announced our March book pick for DoubleBookedCo's reading group, book club, and it's Green Glass House by Kate Milford, I think is her last name. It's a middle grade book, so we're very excited to be able to participate in middle grade March with our book club. So if you're at all interested in reading that, definitely check that out. We do have a Voxer group as well that you can join at any time to read with us. I today actually got a lot of reading done in our February book club pick, which is Snow Falling on Cedars. And I'm liking that book. It's interesting to be like in the courtroom side and then also understanding like the flashbacks and, you know, who the characters are and the society they live in and just the effects of the war and racism. And yeah, so it's a pretty good read. I'm listening to an audio. I have about 50 pages left. I've been putting my bookmark in to stay with it. So I have about 50 pages left, so it shouldn't take me much longer to read it, probably half an hour on the audio side. So I just made myself a little fruit punch, and Laura and I are going to do a reading today. I don't know what I'm going to read though. Our big book for this year is Sarum, but she's a little behind from me, so I think I'm going to wait until she's caught up to start that one again. So I think I'm actually going to do some reading in Eye of the World and see how much I can get done in that. I'm gonna probably push for like 100 pages so that I get a good chunk read. I have about 400 pages left, so anything in that would be good. So I think that's what I'm gonna read. We haven't picked our ASMR yet, but I'm sure we will. I think we're meant to start reading in about 15 minutes, so I'm just getting myself settled. The dogs will be up here eventually. Dwight will calm down and then he'll just lay down with us. Kingston's already up here. You can see him, he's right there with his little diaper on. He has to wear diapers now because he pees on everything. He's old, he's 13, so it is what it is. But, so yeah, I'm gonna get settled in, crack open my book, and hope that Dwight settles down. Otherwise I'm gonna have to close the windows, Dwight. You can't see anything. Anywho, yeah, so today was a great day. I'm glad I got that reading done because we talk about that book next week. And it'll give me time the rest of the week to read some of the other books that I really need to desperately finish. So yeah. I don't know if you'll see me anymore today. Probably tomorrow. You'll probably see me tomorrow. So until then. Oh, I've been working hard this morning. It is Monday morning. If you follow DoubleBookedCo, you'll have seen we posted our haul, or, oh my gosh, I'm looking at this big pile of books and thinking of a haul. No, we did our product drop today. So you'll see we have some St. Patrick's Day bookmarks and some Alice in Wonderland bookmarks, which we're very excited about because we have had those designs for some time and just been like waiting to launch them. So those both launched this morning. I got a couple of other things done. I finished Snow Falling on Cedars, and I did actually like that book. The first half I was a little weary, but the second half of the book is much better than the first. It develops really well. I like the juxtaposition between the courtroom scenes and the flashbacks, and then also like finding out more about the heritage and just people's prejudice against one another during these times. So I really enjoyed the book. I think I'm going to give it like a 4-star review on Goodreads. I haven't quite got to that section yet as far as like doing my ratings, so I have to do that. But I listened to it on audio and I thought it was well done. So I definitely liked that. Now, as you can see, this is a little bit different perspective. You've never really seen me in this room before. This used to be my stepdaughter's room, and now we have moved her to a different part of the house, which is actually a bigger room for her. And this is going to be the baby's room. We haven't like painted yet at all. We are going to do that this coming weekend, so you probably won't see that in this vlog. But right now what I'm doing is I'm going to build the bookshelf. So I have a bookshelf here, and then I'm also going to film the nursery book haul because there are a lot of books. Like I bet all of these books will fit on this bookshelf, and it'll be full. So yeah, so I'm going to work on that. And then you may see later on in the week I might do some other things. I did just put all of the clothes in a laundry basket and it's heaping full. So I'll be working on cutting all the tags and getting stickers off and then washing all of those so that they can be put away. And then I'm getting one of those like hangy things for like stuffed animals, but that won't go up until obviously we are done painting. But after I build this and I film that nursery haul, which you may see before you see this, so congratulations. But I'll get those on there, and you might be thinking like, well, why would you want to do that before you paint? But believe me, it'll be easier if I build this now, get all the books on it, and like put it in the middle of the room, then paint, because it's just timing wise the paint is coming later. So anywho, so that's what I'm going to get working on, and then while I'm working I'm going to put my audiobook on. Since I'm done with Snow Falling on Cedars, I think I'm going to listen to Wicked, because I have not yet started that, and it's the last week of February, which means I need to get on my TBR. So Wicked is definitely on there, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And yeah, so I will see you in a little bit. Well, that didn't take too long. And this is a lot taller than I thought it was. I thought it was a shorter one. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but this is a tall shelf. So now I'm going to film my haul and then put all these lovely books on there. And eventually, once we figure out where we want it in the room, we'll attach it to the wall so that it can't topple over. But wow. Oh, I can see I chipped it. Oh well. I must have screwed it too tight right there. But that's okay. That's okay. You won't be able to see it anyways because there'll be too many books on it. I am listening to Wicked. I'm about an hour and a half in because I listen at double speed. So that must have taken me like, I don't know, half the time. But it starts out really weird, and I recall a lot of that because I've read it before. I've gotten through all this that I've listened to so far, and it is it's weird. It's really weird. This baby that's born and she's green and her parents are just so terrible, and yeah. You would think even if something came out of you that you would still love it, but they're just like, what is this green monstrosity? So anywho, I'm going to get some other things done and I'll check in with you later. Hi friends. It is Tuesday and I did my nursery book haul, which you saw. So those are all the books. And I made the shelf that you saw, but I decided not to put the books on the shelf yet because I still need to paint the walls. So I don't have to move things 12 or 16 times. So I'm just going to go ahead and wait a minute on that. So I'm actually thinking about getting paint tomorrow so that I can paint sooner rather than later because I'm kind of getting anxious and I want to do it. So I did listen to more of Wicked. So I'm about this far in. Doesn't seem very far. And it's weird because when you see the audiobook, it'll tell you you've listened to like 2 hours. And I'm thinking, that's 2 hours worth of time? But it is what it is. So I've been listening to that. It's a lot different than I expected. I didn't expect it to be so... I don't know, this lady that is who will be the Wicked Witch of the West, her name is something weird, like Elfia or whatever. I can't remember. But she's a total floozy. She'll just sleep with people. And she has a husband who's a minister. And it's okay. And the way they talk about it is really funny because they they don't come out and say it. They refer to it. And it's so yeah, it's not what I expected as far as that goes. But I've just gotten to the part where they've kind of introduced her to other children. Sorry about the dogs. They were barking at a truck or something. So anywho, so I listened to some of that, and I did read some of Eye of the World the other night when Laura and I were going to sit down and read. I think I got 2 chapters in. I didn't get a full 100 pages. I think I got more 60 pages. And that was pretty good. We got 2 perspectives for 2 of the people who are traveling. And we met a new group of people, well, person and animals. So if you've read the book, you know I'm talking about the man with the wolves. And that's interesting to me. That's interesting. I'm interested to come back to that group to see where that goes. But right now, I really need to read Hooked. So that's what I'm gonna grab here on my headboard. So I'm gonna be reading this. This I'm buddy reading with Kim. I was supposed to finish this on Sunday. I'm not very far in. So I'm gonna be sitting down and trying to get a good chunk of this read. This is a nonfiction food book. It's Food, Free Will, and How Food Giants Exploit Our Addictions by Michael Moss. So far it's been just a lot of like information, but according to Kim, it does get pretty good moving on into the other chapters. So I'm gonna go ahead and sit down and try to get a huge chunk of that read, respond to Kim a little bit, and then I don't know what I'm gonna do for the rest of the day. I kind of got all my stuff done already. I had a bunch of stuff on my list to do, and I did it all this morning. I just finished. It's about a little after 1, so I've had a good day. I've had a really good day. So got up pretty early, so yeah, we'll see how far I get in Hooked. Hi, it is Thursday morning. If you can see, it is snowing again, and pretty big snowflakes. So I think we're gonna get some more snow today. Today is also, Dani looks like a wreck day, but that's okay because it's painting day. So right now I am just like washing the walls. I don't know if you do that before you paint, but like my stepdaughter has been in here for like 6 years and doesn't or ever really properly cleaned, which, I mean, she's a teenager. What teenager knows what properly cleaning means? So I feel compelled to wash the walls before I actually paint them. And so I just got finished with this wall and the full window, which I'm glad I cleaned the window because it was really gross. You know, dust that has built up for however many years. So it looks like a completely different window. So I start with this wall. I got it all washed, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do it all in sections. So now that I've washed the wall and window, I'm gonna come in and paint, repaint the trim on the window, the baseboard, and then the wall, and then move on to the next wall, so on and so forth. So it'll be a pretty busy day. Yeah, I can tell that a 15-year-old painted this room because it's just so bad. It's just so bad. But that's okay. It served its purpose, and now I'll be able to correct it. So, what have I been up to on the reading front? So I am into part 2 of Hooked, which is that nonfiction food book that Kim and I are reading. Kim is already done. I have about, so I'm in like the 120s, so I have about 80 pages left, which sounds like, oh, I can just blast through that. No, it's a lot of information. Like, like if I want to fall asleep, I read this book. Now, that is not to say that the information is like not informative and interesting if you're interested in like food addiction. It definitely has that, but it's very dry in the way it's written, and it's nonfiction, so I mean it's not meant to, you know, be magical or anything, but it's been hard for me to get through. So I can only really get one chapter in at a time, which the chapters are about 30 pages. So even that, it's like, oh my gosh, 30 pages. But I am going to be able to finish that sometime this week because I've been really trying to make sure that I get into it. And I'm listening to Wicked. And right now my audiobook says I'm about 30% in. And it's really interesting because it's not at all what I expected. So we follow the Wicked Witch of the West from infancy into like school years, and I have never seen the musical Wicked, so like I have no idea what this is supposed to be about. So right now she's in school and she's like meeting other 17-year-olds or whatever. And yeah, Galinda is not, she's kind of self-centered. Yeah, so it's been interesting to say the least. So I am hopefully gonna finish that. I have that playing now while I'm doing this project. So I'm hoping to get a really good chunk in while I do this today, and maybe even get it done by the end of the week, because I do want to get it done in February. There's a lot of things I want to get done in February. So hopefully this week will continue. I mean, I know it's Thursday, so the week is almost over, but I'm hoping over the weekend I can crush all of the books that I really want to get done. So yeah. But yeah, for now, this is what I'm doing. So maybe I'll set you up so you can watch me paint, but I don't know who wants to really see that, but we'll see, I guess. Hi, friends. So as you can see, I painted the one wall. So like that's the old wall color, the blue, and then this is the new wall color, the gray, which is slowly drying. And I'm calling it quits for today. Painting is a big task. Wow, you can even see how that baseboard's actually like white and this old one is like gross yellow. But it's turning out, oh my God, you can even see the ceiling. So this is like old ceiling, nastiness, and then where I've done the other ceiling, it's more white. But I can only do so much. I am super tired. That took a lot out of me, my arms, painting, but I think it turned out really nice. So I'm excited to continue on all 4 of the walls. So I'm so excited, yeah, because like there's the curtains, and this is gonna dry a little bit lighter, I think, or darker, I don't know, but it's looking really nice. I'm really excited. So I have been listening to Wicked, and I'm really liking it now. So we're starting to see a lot of like conspiracy and like different political thoughts and groups, and I'm really like, it's really starting to get interesting. You can see I got paint on my hands. So I'm kind of excited about where it's going. So I'm gonna keep listening to that. I'm currently making myself some lunch, and I'm gonna sit down and like relax for the rest of the day. I am kind of doing laundry as well, but yeah, that was a big deal, like big deal. So I'm super happy with how it's turning out so far. Like I absolutely love the color. I wasn't sure when I opened it up. I was like, eek, this is like really light. Is it gonna look like white? And as soon as you get out on the walls, and I don't know if it's because the wall behind was a darker shade, but I don't think so. Like it's really the gray that I was envisioning. So I'm super excited. The color is from Bear Paint, and it's called Hush. Isn't that cute? Yeah, sometimes I do that where I'm like, oh, let's go into a baby's room. The color could be something cute. But it just so happened that it was pretty light. And it's drying darker than I expected, but it's okay because it's really the color I was envisioning. And it matches perfectly with the shades, which I feel like are a shade darker, which is good. So I'm excited. It's all turning out very nice. I'm very, very excited. So I'm happy that I got some reading done while I was doing that as well. So I'm gonna go have some lunch and continue doing that, and then I'll check in with you guys probably tomorrow. Okay, so I did another wall. So again, this is the original color, and this was the first wall that I did. And then I did the second wall, which was a really big wall. You can see it has a closet door on there. So, and then it goes behind the actual door of the room. So I have 2 walls left, 1 and 2. And this one has a window on it, so that'll be interesting. But I'm really excited. I really like the way that it looks. I mean, this gray is just really pretty. I really, really like it. So it's like gray and white, and then once I start getting stuff up on the wall, you'll see it's like Winnie the Pooh stuff. So I'm really excited. The room is so nice and bright, which is what I was hoping for. And yeah, as far as my reading goes, I have about an hour and 40 minutes left on the audiobook of Wicked. And that has been pretty interesting. And I'm glad that I found it on audio because I definitely wouldn't have been able to get through this reading it because the first bit of it is a bit boring. But once you really get into like the political stuff and the like religious stuff, there's so many topics in here that I did not realize were going to be in this book, like at all. I'm truly surprised at where this book is going. So very, very interesting. So I only have about an hour or so left, so I'll definitely get that done by the end of the day. I will probably finish Wuthering Nights, get that done so that I can actually just be done with it. And then I will also finish Hooked. So by the time you see me in the next vlog, I will be probably just finishing up some other reading and then getting ready for March, which March is going to be so fun. So much good reading. I'm so excited for that. So next vlog will probably create my March TBR, and that'll be really fun. So yeah, I have paint all over me. But until then, this will be the last clip you'll see from me. And hopefully in the next vlog, we'll see lots more happening in the nursery and lots more reading because middle grade March is going to be super fun. So until next time, I hope you're all reading something great, getting those TBRs finished for February, and staying safe and taking care. And of course, you always know how it goes. Happy reading. Bye.